Everybody okay, it's so happy with me, love. You better know that. It's so happy with me, love.
Where we start right now, what can y'all like me? Evil, fly like Alice in Wonderland. Try to stick with Wonder Man. Cynical dab like Iron Man. Jab in the land with Wahjang.
DJ Craze.
You know, I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. This is the best time to be alive if you're a soca fan. 20 years from now, you're going to be telling them children, back in my days, we had real soca. And Bouillon, we see you too. I mean, you go back even 10, 15, 20 years ago, you would have seen Problem Child. Yes, that Problem Child saying, yo, soca too whack. You know, soca isn't trash as a music, but our image isn't there. We don't have the right swag. You know, we have to change the image of soca. And then you come 20 years into the future, and now we here. Hearing this track mashing up every Juve, every soca fed, every witch fed, every cola fed. You know I'm talking about that CQ and Skinny Fabulous. Oi, oi, oi. I called it soon as the year turned around. I said, who coming to change the game? Who coming to bring a new element, a new swag to soca? Who coming to the front? That CDQ. And it's not just that CDQ, it's what that CDQ represents. Because now we have the whole new dance movement. If you ain't heard about the Wahjang, you need to get up. And if you ain't heard about the Wahjang, if you ain't heard about the Vincy dab, if you ain't listening to Vincy soca these days, you're missing out. Because Vincy is what's going to take us to the next level.
Come down, when we drink and getting on bed. Come down, when we drink and weapon again. Come down, when we drink and getting on bed. Come down, I said it's come down. I don't think I create this, not that you come in and chase it. But you using going and brace it. Just spin up your hand, kick up your foot. I can't dab like never before. Dab in the road, dab in the van, dab in woman.
If you don't know, if you go in a fed this year, whether you're going in Miami Carnival, hopefully you would get to see some Vincy. Maybe you go in Grenada this year, definitely gonna be some Vincy. But if you go into Vincy Mass, sure enough, if you see some people moving around like they having a seizure, but for some reason it's a whole vibe, and like, this is Vincy. So I had the opportunity, I had a good, not quite an interview, we kind of exchanged some messages on Instagram, but like, I wanted to know the story. And I'm still trying to know, so there's definitely going to be a part 2 on this video. Because I really want to do them Vincy justice. Because I love, this is a ground roots movement. After me, like this is born from Vincy. And nobody could ever take this from Vincy. Like it has some people say, oh, that look like what we do here. That look like, nah, this is Vincy. And I had the opportunity and I had the grace and the blessings to be able to speak with the Chapel Squad dancers, the Just a Dab. I got to speak with that CDQ, and these are the founders, the founding fathers of the Vincy movement, or Vincy. Like the way they dance, the way they have their set of moves, and it's a swag and it's a flair, and it's not just them just ranting and waving. Like there's a technique to it, and they call it the Wahjang. Look at how you do these Wahjang dances. I need to get an interview. I don't know if they have no Vincy watching. I don't know if I have Vincy over here, but let me tell you this is a blessing, this is a great thing you have going, and you need to protect it. This will forever be a part of Vincy culture. 100 years from now, I don't know about 100 years from now, but I know 20 years from now, this is going to be a thing, and I know the kids 20 years from now, they're going to have new moves that we ain't never seen before. It's going to be the wickedest thing. I know when you go in Vincy, you go down to Grenada, you're going to have like the Wahjang competition, like the same way the girls would have their whining competition. You would have your Wahjang competition, you would have your dab competition. I can see the Grenadians going up for Vincy Master, Vincy coming down the Grenada for Spice Mass. You know, I damn sure know Trinidad gonna pick it up. If Trinidad don't pick it up, then definitely gonna be seeing it around in Tobago. I know every Juve, probably 5 years from now, when I'm getting a little too old to be in the mess, 5 years from now, I know you're gonna go in every Juve. And when certain songs play, certain Vincy tracks play, when that CDQ play, everybody gonna be doing our Wahjang. You dig? Vincy, I see you. I love it. So hopefully when I get back with these dudes, if I can get back with that C, if I can get back with Chapel Squad, because I really want to ask them, or if I have Vincy in the comment section, how this thing start? Where did it come from? How did this whole thing start? How y'all come up with these dance moves? What are the names of your dance moves? You see, that's one big thing about West Indian people. Especially like when you're from the small islands, we don't name things. And when you don't name things and you don't document them and you don't make a video about it, when you don't do that, it gets lost to time. So the question is, what's the name of this move? When you do this thing, when I do that thing, what's the name of it? Because they definitely have a set of moves they do. And when you see it, you know it's, without a doubt, it's a Vincy move. Everybody. That's EDQ just dropped his song Starts. Right? And because that song blew up real big, it was like this big Jamaican influence. As they seen it, they said, yo, Vincy, y'all can show us how to do that dance? Oh shit, you know you will. Got through now, Vincy. Once Jamaica have to do your moves, you know it. So yo, Vincy, big up yourself. I want to know more about it. I would love to know more about the history, because I've been seeing them do this for a long time. Like you go down in Grenada, especially Carnival time, or earlier this year, when we went up to Carriacou for Carriacou Mass. Of course, a couple of them Vincy did come down, and sure enough, they ain't even have to have on the blue pen, the yellow pen, the green pen. When you see people dancing, you know it's Vincy. You know when Vincy reach up in the party, because he all got that sick dance. Just wow. So yeah, I mean I've been following these dudes for a long time, and this is new. This is big for the culture. Soca culture, Vincy culture, this is one of the things we're gonna be talking about 20 years into the future. And I just want y'all to know, you aren't going unnoticed.
So like, Wahjang no hype. Jaja don't like people. Wahjang don't fight people. When we start when you walk on the line like me evil. Jaja don't like people. Wahjang don't fight people. When we start when you walk.
From the perspective of power soca in general, like I think you're gonna see wetty beats and just a lot more dab style power soca coming up. Like the same way when 2 years ago when they dropped Suki Free Up, and then all of a sudden everybody was doing bouillon, or you saw more bouillon influence in the soca, and then last year just everybody was doing bouillon. I think there's gonna be a peak. Right now everything is still fresh, but watch me, 2-3 years from now, 4 or 5 years from now, maybe you're gonna be seeing the dab off. They're gonna be seeing merchandise. You're gonna be seeing dab influences. You're gonna be seeing people trying to do Vincy style, or they might even call it Caribbean style, or it might just be somebody. You already know Trinidad might have to scoop it up. You'll be seeing Trinidad all over your thing. Like, look how to dance like a Trinidadian. Hey, yo, you doing dab moves? No, we passed that. We're not doing that again. You gotta give Vincy the flowers. We're not doing that regionalist thing. But that's another video coming up. We're not doing that regionalist thing. This is big for soca in general. They say we don't got no dance moves. Y'all just jumping up and waving. But I'm telling you, have a day coming where you just gonna see dab dancers everywhere. Like you gonna see the girls winding up, but then the DJ gonna play a dab track, and then as all she wrote, especially in the Juve, especially in the wet fete. So yo, big up yourself, Vincy. If you don't know about the dab, you need to look up the dab. If you don't know about Chapel Squad dancers, you need to follow them on Instagram right now. Watch me drop the link. You don't know about that CDQ, yo. I called out that CDQ earlier this year. Soon as the year came around, I said, who gonna be big in soca this year? Who you need to watch in soca this year, 2024? That CDQ. I told you, he is him, because he has everything. Like that CDQ, as a soca artist, I find he has everything you need to take soca to the next level. Like, because normally the criticisms would have been, oh, it's just too sweet. Soca music song and too sweet. That's because all they listen to is Trinidad soca, but whatever. But they say soca music song and too sweet, or you know them jabbing them all they do is blah, 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 blah. But you see, now there's an extra element to it. You see, because that CDQ, he have the flow, He have the wildness. He have the it's the Wahjang. It's the Wahjang in he. You dig? He have the Wahjang. So he have that. He have the flow. He have the edge. He bring like the bad man, the edginess, the bad man element to the soca. But it's not badness because we don't promoting badness. But like he brings the edginess to it. Like I could see very well into the future, like Jamaica Carnival 2025. They ought to bring out that CDQ. Especially with this big track he got, they're gonna look into his, like if you look into his catalog, especially those kind of rhythms, like a lot of rhythms between Vincy and Grenada, they tend to go hand in hand, and like they could be back and forth. Like a lot of times the only difference between a jab track and a Vincy track, a jab track and a dab track is the person, if the artist is Vincy, or if the artist is Grenada. But I could very well see that CQ with 2025. He gonna have like a whole set of dancers around him. I can see Mr. Killer. Mr. Killer wanna do a mix, wanna do a thing. Mr. Killer and Pumper. Like imagine a collab. Mr. Killer, Pumper, that CDQ. And they have like a whole set of dancers behind them, right? Imagine them in Jamaica Carnival, because you know Jamaica have a very strong dance culture. So you know they're gonna hop on that real quick, and they're probably gonna add this own elements to it, and that's just gonna be good, and it's gonna be this great thing. So thanks to Vincy. I always say this, I will keep saying this, I say it till I'm blue in my face. The people who've been pushing soca to the next level, who've been taking the art form to the next level of what it could be, the hardest, and I say nobody else is doing it, but pushing it the hardest to the next level is Vincy. Vincy, big up yourself. Peace.